This video presentation will analyze punctuation and sentence structure in the wild accusations that occur in Act 3 of the Crucible. First, let's talk about punctuation. We know there are lots of different types of punctuation, as listed in this picture. There are period, question mark, quotation marks, apostrophe, comma, hyphen, exclamation point, colon, parentheses, and semicolon. We're just going to zone in and talk about a few. Question marks are obviously used after an interrogative sentence, when a character is questioning another character. Quotation marks will be used for direct quotations, when a character is speaking. Hyphens. Hyphens are used to join words serving as a single adjective before a noun in a number of words, and to divide words into syllables. Exclamation points are used at the end of a sentence to show strong emotion, or when a character is giving a command. And lastly, parentheses are used around extra non-essential information that is too important to omit. So let's look at an example. In Act 3 of the Crucible, we're just going to read a short passage together and notice the punctuation that's used. Proctor says, "Mary, tell the governor what they—" He has hardly got a word out when, seeing him coming for her, she rushes out of his reach, screaming in horror, "Mary Warren, don't touch me! Don't touch me!" At which the girls halt at the door. Proctor, astonished, "Mary!" Mary Warren pointing at the proctor, "You're the devil's man!" He is stopped in his track. Paris, "Praise God!" Girls, "Praise God!" Proctor, numbed, "Mary, how—" Mary Warren, "I'll not hang with you. I love God. I love God." Danforth to Mary, "He bid you to do the devil's work?" Mary Warren hysterically indicating Proctor, He come at me by night and every day to sign. Danforth, "Sign what?" Paris, "The devil's book? He come with a book?" So what did you notice about the punctuation in this passage? Brackets were used to show a character's gestures or unspoken actions. Dashes were used to indicate pauses in thought, or possibly when a character was hesitating to say something. Exclamation points were used frequently to indicate strong emotion, and also when characters were giving commands. And question marks were used to indicate when a character is asking or interrogating another with a question. So what does the punctuation tell us about this scene? Well, in this scene, the characters are using a lot of gestures to accuse others. We see them pointing directly at other characters. We also see characters hesitating and stressing over words. They're making a lot of strong statements against each other, and they're also interrogating one another with questions. Given the information that we just reviewed about punctuation, please stop now to complete Task 1, and make sure that you answer the question about this passage being as specific as possible about the characters. When you're ready, play this video. Now we will talk about sentence structure. What is sentence structure? Well, sentence structure is the order and arrangement of words in a sentence to express a complete thought. Some examples: short, choppy sentences could be used, either because a character is mad or they don't really want to talk to another character, so they're going to speak in real short, choppy sentences. Long, run-on sentences could be used, like we see in the picture here. This girl has a lot to say, so a character could be excited. They have a lot that they want to tell another character, so they're going to use long, run-on sentences. In the passage that we looked at previously, from Act 3 of the Crucible, What was the sentence structure? What kind of sentences were these characters using? What you will need to do now is pause the video and read over this scene again. As you're reading it to yourself, focus on the sentence structure. After you finish reading the passage, click play for this video again. What did you notice about the sentence structure? Well, the characters were using short, choppy sentences. Many phrases were repeated. There were lots of questions. And the sentences seemed rushed, like they were being blurted out from one character to the next. Given the information we just reviewed about sentence structure, you will now need to stop to complete task 2. And make sure to answer the question about this passage being as specific as possible about the characters and their sentence structure. This will conclude our video presentation analyzing punctuation and sentence structure in Act 3 of the Crucible.